If a private agency consistently lets people sleep there overnight, it has to live up to zoning laws and safety standards. But what about a state agency like Child Protective Services, where children are spending the night? Not on Your Side's Craig Smith is in the newsroom this evening with much more on this story. Craig?
Well, the answer is CPS has immunity because it's a state agency conducting state business, but it's also stuck in a bind. To keep kids safe, caseworkers have decided to remove kids from possibly dangerous homes, but a shortage of foster homes has workers improvising ways to keep kids in their offices. So many kids need emergency foster care that CPS cannot always find a child a foster home on short notice. They're putting up kids overnight in CPS offices. For safety, the agency does not want to say which offices, and we are not giving precise locations. The local director told KGUN-9's Jessica Chapin CPS workers are being generous with their own money and time to make the kids comfortable.
We are doing our absolute best to make sure they're safe, to make sure they're fed. The agency's shelters, group homes offer to allow us to use their showers.
Casa de los Niños works to place kids in foster homes. It understands CPS does not have much choice right now. Assistant Foster Home Director Sandy Walters knows a regular foster home has strict standards for health, safety, and comfort.
They have to have a bed, a dresser for each child, and there are parameters around ages of children that can be in the same room. 3
years ago, the city of Tucson found a charity called the Giving Tree was routinely letting people sleep overnight without proper permits and safety precautions. The city shut down those overnight stays. City Attorney Mike Rankin says state agencies in state-owned buildings are immune from city enforcement. The situation's more gray if the buildings are leased.
Is this the sort of thing where there might be some potential for enforcement action by the city or an attempt at it?
I don't think so. Our zoning enforcement is complaint driven, and to my knowledge we haven't received any complaints about this or similar issues.
Now, we do need to offer you a correction. Right at the beginning of our newscast, we showed you some people bedding down. Those people were from the Giving Tree charity that we mentioned later in that story. That is not a depiction of CPS, of children under CPS care bedding down for the night. Now, property records do show 4 of the local CPS offices are leased, not owned by the state. We were unable to reach the local CPS director today for more detail on the precise sleeping arrangements for the kids while they are in the CPS offices.
Craig, can they get more people who are willing to be foster parents to try to remedy this situation?
Well, they can, and news of this problem has lots of people calling to Casa de los Niños, for example, offering to become foster parents. But that's something that helps months in the future. They have to be very careful with screening and training, so it can be 6 months before a foster parent is ready to take in a child.
Craig, thank you.